When I was finished doing the thumbnails for that video, I came down here and I got a shiny Staravia. This Staravia, right? It hasn't changed yet. Yesterday, I dropped a video on my channel that proved beyond a doubt that you can manipulate outbreaks to get a shiny, and there's certain actions that you take in that outbreak will determine whether or not you get a shiny, and that was something that was very, very important that was not believed to be the case until I dropped that video yesterday. But that was for outbreaks. What you just saw a second ago was for an Overworld shiny. Okay, so this is that video. If you did not see this video yesterday, I hugely, highly recommend you go watch this, because this shows me proving beyond a doubt actually manipulating this outbreak in order to get that shiny right there multiple times. I did, and it's the exact same shiny, it's the exact same Pokemon, but the details were pretty much, to summarize, I had to catch the first Staravia and then fight the next 3 or 4 in order to get a shiny in the next batch that came after the first 4 in an outbreak, and that happened consistently every time. But if I did not catch the first Staraptor, I did not get a shiny in the next batch. That was consistent. So my actions interacting with this outbreak determined whether or not I would get a shiny, which was extremely important, huge discovery yesterday, because that completely blew out of the water the concept that people thought up until now, that it was predetermined when you load up the map from the village. That's not the case. But the only thing, this isn't the only thing that was unique to this. After I caught and manipulated this Staraptor shiny here, I went out and made a thumbnail, and that's what you saw at the beginning of this video. I got another shiny. But that's the strange thing. That wasn't the only shiny that spawned again in this map in this same instance. I got 2 more. I'm going to show you guys what's going on. So upon loading my game, closing it and loading it again, I was able to test these theories a lot and be able to determine whether or not I get a shiny. Now, I did happen to find a shiny when I was messing with the thumbnail for that last video, and this shiny was this Staravia we're going over to right now in this exact position, but I came down here and it's not shiny for whatever reason. And that's probably because the actions I took up until the point that I arrived at this Pokemon are not the same. However, upon closing and resetting my game and going straight there, instead of messing around and waiting until morning, we're actually just before morning and we still get the nighttime Pokemon, which is this Drifblim. But here's the cool part. We are literally seeing the shiny Staravia spawn in time as the Drifblim despawns. That's crazy. And we just were able to manipulate that by coming down on time. If we were not there on time, we don't get it. Alright, we do not get that shiny. So our action specifically brought us to the point of turning that Staravia into a shiny as opposed to a non-shiny. Now, we try some things at nighttime. Let's go have a look at the Pokemon that spawns at night. My theory here was that maybe we're going to get a shiny to spawn here, but we don't know because it's a different time of day, and my actions arriving at the Pokemon, well, the Pokemon's already spawned, and that Pokemon is a non-shiny, as we can see here, nighttime version. These are one of the Pokemon spawns that can change between night and day. You've probably seen Austin John cover some of this in one of his videos, and you are able to control the shiny changing from day to night, and I'll cover it again as well soon for you guys, just to clarify for anyone who hasn't seen that kind of video. But this video is totally different. This video is creating a shiny out of a non-shiny and vice versa, although the actions that we want to take are not clear in order to spawn the shiny in the first place. All that we know is if you change your actions arriving to a Pokemon, you will get another chance at getting that Pokemon to become a shiny. It's a huge discovery, guys. It's massive. Now, I just want to show you the map here. This is clearly the same map where I have my mass outbreak. This is after I've gotten the shiny from my Staraptor outbreak, and we are exploring the map in the exact same instance without having changed the loading of the map. We haven't gone back to the village. This is the exact same instance that you saw on stream or on video earlier on in the video. So we're trying to get the shiny to spawn. We're trying to manipulate it and we're trying to test it. So here again, we have a Staravia who's not shiny. But now I was thinking, well, what about another Pokemon? What about another day-night spawn? Can we get another shiny to appear in the exact same map? Which would be, again, our 3rd shiny here. So I've come over here to look at the other spawns for some Drifloons, and we're waiting on the spawns. Neither of these are shiny, but there are other shinies that spawned on the map here with the day-night cycle. So we're going to go down to it right now. And there it is. Bam! There it is. It's just crazy. we got another shiny to spawn from a Drifloon right here. However, different from the first one that you saw earlier. This one spawned by itself without me having to be there for the spawn. So this is a little different. This is another shiny spawn, a third shiny spawn. So let's go ahead and change it to Nightfall and see what happens to that shiny there. As you guys know, with the first one, we changed it to Nightfall and we arrived at the Pokemon and it was not a shiny. It was a non-shiny Drifloon. And now we're going to do the same sort of experiment with this shiny up here at the other end of the map. Let's go ahead and do that. We're making sure to turn off the autosave, because actually I did accidentally have the autosave on, so I ended up saving it at night. But that didn't matter, because we are still able to go through the day-night cycle and make our shiny respawn even after having lost it, which is crazy. So you guys who are shiny hunting, and I think the big conclusion to all of this is, if you go around the map at night and look at all the night spawn Drifloons or any other Pokemon that spawn at nighttime and check if there's a shiny, if there's not a shiny, try again until daytime. Wait around, check them out at daytime, and have another look, and the chances you'll get a shiny are extraordinarily high. And as you can see, we arrived at this Drifloon here, and it's a shiny already, without me having to be there for the spawn. It was already a shiny, and this is where it's different. So what about our other shiny? Let's go over and see what happened to the first shiny that we saw. No cutting, no editing. We're going to go straight over to the other shiny, just to prove to you guys that we just spawned 3 shinies in this one instance of a map. The entire family of shinies for the Starly, Staravia, Staraptor family, and the Drifloon and Drifblim family. We can get all of those shinies right here in this single instance of the map by manipulating when we arrive at the shiny or when we're there. All dependent upon our actions ourselves. And we're going over to this shiny right now, and this time it's a shiny Drifblim. As you just saw, it's a shiny Drifblim already spawned in. It's crazy. It's crazy, dude. It's so crazy that we're able to discover. This is a huge discovery about RNG shiny manipulation, guys, and it's only in its infancy. We're at the beginning. So guys, I highly recommend you go see my Outbreaks manipulation. This video is all about manipulating the shiny for Overworld. And guys, there's a lot more testing that needs to be done on this so we can determine whether we're going to get a shiny exactly and when we can actually just go out and get our shiny. That's in the works. That is just on its way, because we were able to do that with BDSP, we were able to do that with Sword and Shield, and I'm extraordinarily excited that we're able to do it with Legends Arceus too. And just the fact that we discovered this stuff on stream and tested it and all this, there's still going to be more testing to come. Definitely check out my streams over on twitch.tv/Blaines, and sometimes I will be doing them here on YouTube as well, and you'll be able to see me mess around with things like this. But guys, let me know what you discover yourselves now that you know all of this new information. Everything you saw in this video and the last video was done in the exact same loading of Cobalt Coastlands. I never went back to the village once, and you don't have to either in order to determine whether or not you're going to get a shiny. So mess around with that stuff, guys, and tell me what you find out in the comments, or feel free to drop me a DM on Discord. I'll see you guys around in the next video. Till then, guys, bye!